Okay, so on December 17th, when the bishop visits, Joanne asked if the ukulele choir would play. And so I kind of didn't jump into it right away, except then when I saw what the gospel was, I was very excited. Because the gospel is John 1, 6 through 10. Okay? So, John 1, of course, this is the blockbuster gospel of all, is in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Okay? But the verses that we have on that Sunday are, there was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That light was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Way big time, powerful. I think it's the most beautiful of the Gospels. Okay? So I thought, what can I do for a song to go with that? So I started Googling all kinds of things. And at one point I bumped into this American folk hymn that sounded very much like Sacred Harp. Sacred Harp is a form of singing that they used to do back in colonial America, and there are organizations that still do it a lot today. And they do it to teach people how to sing. It's shape note singing, and I did that for a long time, and I really loved it. And I did it in my school with my students, and they loved it. So I took John 1, 6 through 10, and I took Isaiah 43, which is make straight in the desert a highway for the Lord. It's one of the pieces that is done in Messiah by Handel. Okay, and I took those two texts and I made verses that can go along using this folk hymn as the chorus. All right, so that the chorus hymn just goes. Listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. That we would sing that a cappella, and then we would sing it again, strumming half-note chords. There's only two chords in this, the D minor chord and the C, and we would go, listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Then we move on to the verse. A man named John was sent from God to testify to the light. Make straight in the desert the way of the Lord. Believe with all your might. Oh, listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Verse 2. The true light that we await with one accord. John himself was not that light. The true light is our Lord. Oh, listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Then I take the melody and I break it, I do it, an instrumental verse that is just. Figures. I take my fingers and I put my pointer finger on the second fret on the G string and the second fret on the C string, and I can play this pattern. I'm going to use my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my thumb, and I'm going to show you the pattern. It's just, that's it. Then there's a second pattern, and the second pattern is your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the E string and the 5th fret of the A string. You're going to have to put your pinky down on the 7th fret. So you're going to go, notice how I don't move. And you build this up with one uke and then one uke in the counter melody and one uke in the counter melody and another counter melody. All right? And then you move back and you're going to sing the chorus one more time. And we may or may not keep those counter melodies going while we do it. Depends on if you can do it and sing it at the same time, because it might be difficult. We'll see. We'll work it out. It would total improvisation there. And then you go back and repeat it, and then after you repeat the chorus, then you're going to do the coda at the end of it and just fade away. So after you've done the instrumental verse, you would go, listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Listen even if you don't understand. Listen even if you don't understand. Here come your chords. The D minor chord. E string, 1st fret. G string, 2nd fret, C string, 2nd fret. I'll do it again. E string, 1st fret, G string, 2nd fret, C string, 2nd fret. Okay, then it's going to move to a C chord, 3rd fret on the A string. All right? And those are the only 2 chords. So you want to practice going back and forth from the D minor to the C, D minor to the C, D minor to the C, okay? And the chorus will go, listen to the word that God has spoken, listen to the one who is close at hand, listen to the voice that began creation, listen even if you don't, C then D, okay? Those go faster. That's it. Here we go again. Listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. All right? Then when you move to the verses, you need one more chord, which is an A chord. And that's 1st finger on C in the 1st fret, 2nd finger on G in the 2nd fret. And there's your A chord. Again, first finger, 1st fret on the C string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the G string. Okay, and the order of them will go like this. Man named John was C chord, D chord, A chord. Now that's pretty cool because when you move from the D to the A, you can keep this finger over here. It's part of it. So I'll start that again. D chord, D minor, C, D, A, D, C, then 2 Ds. Then you're back to the chorus. Listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Okay? Then, the next 2nd verse. The true light that we await with one accord. John himself was not that light. The true light is our Lord. Oh, listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand. Okay? And now I will go and show you the little things that you add on to the melody. The line 2 there, with where you take your 1st finger and you put it in the 2nd fret on the G string, take your 2nd finger and put it on the 2nd fret on the C string. Okay? Now, you can either just use your thumb to do this, and you're going to go, I'm just going to say the names of the strings, C string, E string, C string, G string. Or a smarter way to do it is to put your thumb on the G string, your pointer finger on the C string, your middle finger on the E string, and pluck pointer, middle finger, pointer, thumb, pointer, middle, pointer, thumb, pointer, middle, point. Then you can just sit there and do that. Like in a couple of minutes I'm going to watch the Bulls. And if I wanted to practice, I would just sit there and do that. Okay? The other one, you're going to put your first finger in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret on the E string, and your middle finger on the 5th fret on the A string. Now, you're going to have to add and go up, add another note to this, which is going to be to stretch this ring finger and go up and put your finger on the 7th fret. So it sounds difficult, but it's not. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go add that, take it off. Or you can just do it with your thumb if you want to. So there they are. You need a D minor chord, you need a C chord, you need an A chord, you need to be able to do this. You need to be able to do this. Okay, so those are all the skills that you can practice, and then when you're ready, put them with a song, and you do what you can do. Learn to sing the song; it's easy, and then whatever you add to it is what we're all about. Listen to the word that God has spoken. Listen to the one who is close at hand. Listen to the voice that began creation. Listen even if you don't understand.